B2. So in this chapter, we're studying the product and service classification. So core, actual, and augmented product, I just explained 3 levels of analysis on the products. So you have to think about that. What do they purchase in terms of core, actual, and augmented product? For example, people who buy an iPad, as you can see in this picture, are buying much more than a tablet computer. When they purchase iPad, actual product is that tablet computer, iPad. However, core product might be the entertainment. They are buying entertainment, self-expression, productivity, and connectivity. So more mobile and personal window to the world. That's what they're purchasing it. An augmented product, of course, the corporate website or after service, etc. Those are not actual and core product, but that's auxiliary product that supports, enhance your consumer experiences. There are a second classification that you identify the product. Two broad classes of products are based on the types of consumers that use them. Broadly defined, products also include other marketable entities such as experiences, organizations, persons, places, and ideas. So here, if you focusing on the final consumer, we can say consumer products. If you want to use this product for the further production, then you can say industrial products. In other words, we also can say this as B2C and B2B sometimes. So business to businesses. So we sell this raw material to other businesses so that they can create some products for the final user of consumers. For these cases, we often say B2C, business to consumer. So I make shampoo and I sell this shampoo to final consumer. No further production, they just use it. So this another explanation that how do we classify the products. So now you know two types of classification. What was the first one? Yes, was core, actual, augmented. And the second classification is consumer versus industrial. And you also can further differentiate the products based on the ways consumers buy them. So consumer products differ in the ways consumers buy them, and therefore how they are marketed. If you see table 8.1, it will show you how consumers purchase and therefore how can you market them in terms of price, promotion, and place, etc. For instance, first classification called convenience products. Why don't you repeat that for me? Convenience products. Yes. Convenience products are usually low priced and marketers place them in many locations so that consumers can find it easily to make them readily available when consumers need or want them. That's why we call this convenience products, such as newspapers, candy, and fast food. So what is a convenient product that you buy? You think about it. Either you have purchased today or yesterday. Second, products called shopping products. Shopping products are usually distributed through fewer outlets but provide deeper sales support to help customers in their comparison efforts. For instance, furniture, cars, appliances. So consumers can compare carefully on suitability, quality, price, and style. So what's a shopping product that you buy recently? Thirdly, buyers normally do not compare specialty products. They just invest only the time needed to reach dealers carrying the wanted products. So what is the specialty product that you buy? Are there any product that can be convenience, shopping, and specialty all together at the same time? This is a bit of puzzle. Some, since we talked about GoPro, let me just bring up the same example, camera. So camera, C-A-M-E-R-A, camera, could fall into several categories depending on the buyer and the situation. For instance, you are on the vacation. You went to Europe, but you forgot to carry out camera. You would pick one up at a convenience store, pharmacy, or maybe the hotel store. Of course, you can take a picture with your iPhone, cell phone, but let's say you want to keep it at hard copy. You can purchase this camera at convenience store, pharmacy, hotel store. But if you are a professional photographer, camera purchase might be the big deal. So you have to searching the specialty shop to get specific expensive product of the camera. It will cost like more than $5,000 for each camera. So it becomes specialty product. You may think about this analysis for automobile, tires, or fan. Sometimes, depending on the situation, depending on the buyer's characteristic, same product can be classified as specialty product or just shopping product or sometimes convenience product. But now you can see that how consumers will behave differently according to their classification of the product. Lastly, I'd like to explain unsold product. Unsold meaning that on plus sold. Sold is that PP of searching. So unsold means that it's not searched by consumer. You don't searching that products unless there are careful information delivered or education or promotions heavily done by companies. So most major new innovations are unthought until the consumer becomes aware of them through advertising. Because consumers don't know about existence or they don't know about the needs of the purchasing it. So major new innovation is unthought typically. By their very nature, unsold products require a lot of advertising, personal selling, 영업사원 노력, and other marketing efforts. And here are you can find examples of life insurance, 생명보험, funeral services, 장례식 services, 상부상조, right? Blood donation, 헌혈. So you don't normally think about doing this or buying this. You don't consider to do that. So it's unsold. That's why we have to learn a lot of advertising or personal selling. The distinction between a consumer product and an industrial product is based on the purpose for which the product is purchased. If a consumer buys a lawnmower, 잔디 깎는 기계 lawnmower, for use around home, the lawnmower is a consumer product. But if the same consumer buys the same lawnmower for use in a landscaping businesses, the lawnmower becomes an industrial product. And here are the typical examples of industrial products, such as materials and parts, 원료, capital items, supplies, and services. Three groups of industrial products are like this. Raw materials consist of farm products and natural products. Manufactured materials consist of component materials sold directly to industrial users. So in this materials and parts, price and service are the major marketing factors. Branding and advertising tend to be less important because it will be just the material of the final product. Unless consumers do understand your existence as a raw material, you don't have to do a lot of marketing building on this branding issue. Capital items are industrial products that aid in the buyer's production or operations, including installations of equipment, such as buildings and fixed equipment, factory equipment, tools, and office equipment. So these are the capital items. The final group of industrial products is supplies and services. Supplies include operating supplies and repair and maintenance items. Organizations often carry out activities to sell the organization itself. Both profit and non-for-profit, not-for-profit organizations practice organization marketing. For example, business firms sponsor public relations or corporate image marketing campaigns to market themselves and police their image. In personal marketing, people can also be thought of as products. People ranging from presidents, entertainers, celebrities, sports figures to professionals such as doctors, lawyers, and architects use personal marketing to build their reputation. Sometimes business, charities, and other organizations use well-known personalities to help sell their products or causes. For example, Compassion. Have you heard about that organization who trying to help orphans or the poor people in in the poor countries? They they using the endorsement from like Cha In-pyo or Song Eun-hee or Sean to collect donation and to increase the membership for the compassion organization. Place marketings are cities, state, regions, and even entire nations compete to attract tourists, new residents, conventions, and company offices and factories are place marketings. For instance, recently we have issues on the low fertility rate, 저출생, low birth rate. So many cities learn the promotion. If you give birth in our city, I will give you 1,000,000 $10,000 for each baby, etc. It can be their own place marketing to attract new residents. Or we have a Hi Seoul campaign or I Love New York campaign. That's a place marketing example as well. Social marketing is to market ideas. Ideas can also be marketed. In one sense, all marketing is the marketing of an idea, whether it's the general idea of brushing your teeth or the specific idea that quest to space to create healthy, beautiful smiles for life. Here, however, we narrow our focus to the marketing of social ideas. This area has been called social marketing. You learn this social marketing to change consumers' thinking, to change their behavior for their own being, well-being, and for the society's good. These following slides are review of what I just explained. So I'm going to just fastly changing the slides so you can just recap what we have discussed so far. So we have discussed tangible goods and intangible services for the first classification. We also have studied the three levels of product, and here are the examples of the layers of product. The core product, loan that neighbors envy. Extra product, Honda Loan More, 잔디 깎는 기계. Augmented product, warranty, delivery, support website, after services. So as you're purchasing loan more, the actual core product, your core value is that you are kind of getting a loan that neighbors envy. 이웃 사람들이 부러워하는 잔디밭을 갖는 것이 사실 actual core end product죠. by you purchasing a Honda lawnmower, 잔디깎는 기계를 삼으로써, right? So what you get as a core product, and these are the actual product, and these are the augmented supported product. And this is consumer product, and this is industrial product. This is an example of industrial product, low material. So I'm just trying to show you the concepts graphically. Capital items, equipment, supplies and services. And these are the convenience product, unsold product. And here are the marketing considerations for each category. And those who have not seen the slide font clearly, refer this chart. It's basically the same thing, but I changes the background colors. It's a little bit of easier for you to read these letters. Okay, so we have discussed this, and these are the something that you could think about. For example, specialty products, the customer buying behavior, they show strong brand preferences and loyalty because it's specialty product, and because of that, it's high price, and usually it's selectively distributed through a few outlets, and because of the consumers are very limited, more carefully targeted promotion by both the producer and resellers will be conducted. Unsold product, as you already know, little product awareness or knowledge. That's why you have to learn aggressive advertising and personal selling. And this is example of the person marketing. So you do learn the marketing for celebrity or 유재석 or sports person, 손흥민. Or you do the same thing for the politician. When there is politician who wants to learn for presidential campaign, they do think about how to create bigger awareness, how to have positive image, how to enhance positive image, how to change, how to alter negative image, etc. Person marketing. Place marketing, examples like this, high soul campaign I mentioned. And social marketing, example like this, fight cancer. So you use the commercial marketing concepts and tools and programs designed to influence individuals' behavior, to improve their well-being and that of society. So you have different goals. You're trying to improve the well-being of consumers and the well-being of society. So you're using the same techniques, same tools and concepts of marketing, of traditional business perspective, marketing's concepts and tools, but changing the social cause. These are example. Where do you think this comes from? Yes, it says 사교육 걱정 없는 세상. This is an organization that I am helping to get better policy and communicate to the consumer. It has 엄마, mama. This is too early. 이거 너무 빨라요. They are talking about 선행학습 in these cases. So you can see this others food in the baby's bottle. So it's effectively explain what they're trying to say. 선행학습 금지. Don't do study too much in advance, right? So this is social marketing's example. You think of. There might be the several other examples that has been used for social marketing. Example, sometimes you say that don't smoke. If you're young, if you're younger than 20s, it's not allowed, something like that. Or don't do over smoking. Or saying 911 campaign. At 9 o'clock, you have only one round of alcohol occasion. Just one cup of beer. 911. 9시에 1차로 한 잔만 마십시오. So drink only once and go home before 9 o'clock. Have a 1 cup of beer. So this is kind of the example that they've learned social marketing, and think about the idea. Think about the example that you have encountered that they used marketing tools and techniques for the social cause, meaning that to improving consumers' well-being and to improving the society's well-being. Usually they try to create positive behavior or they try to alter the negative behavior.